Hey guys, this is Chris Bliss, going back with another Witcher 3 Hearthstone video. This is a part in the story where I just rounded up everyone from my party, and we are going into the auction house and looking into the vault so that we can get Olgierd, his, the house, kind of like the deed to the house. So I'll stop talking now. I usually don't like to talk during cutscenes, but let's just watch out the rest of the cutscenes, and I'll talk more during gameplay.
Bugger it all, you said there'd be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Not the time, true. But we'll discuss this later. You can be sure of that.
At your service, mate. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
Alright guys, so I'm using a brand new editing software today. I'm using Lightworks. I've never used it before. Usually I used a Movie Maker, but I didn't really like it. It was kind of clunky, and half the time when I tried to do my narration, if I wasn't already doing it while I was doing gameplay videos, it wouldn't work. It would get all fuzzy. The recordings would be all fuzzy, and then there'd just be like this really weird beeping noise. And so yeah, it was kind of weird. I did a little bit of research, and I got Lightworks. It looks really complicated, but I looked up a tutorial, and I'm trying to work with it as best as I can. So yeah, we'll see kind of how it goes. So in this part right now, what we're supposed to be doing is quest Open Sesame, and we're trying to get into the vault so that we can get the deed for Olgierd, and then it's in the auction house basement. We have these really kind of funny masks on, so that no one kind of catches us. This guy though, the kind of mysterious, not Eveline, or the dwarf, this other guy and the stranger, I knew that, and I won't kind of spoil it for you guys, but I had a funny feeling about this guy. I never really trusted him, and we'll kind of see why later on in the video.
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guard!
Well, that's that. We're buggered.
You said.
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
Alright, so here we are in combat already. It was a very terrible kind of sneak attack to the auction house. Not very good. This is why I didn't really trust this stranger guy. And this was the most kind of frustrating fight in the whole game, because he had used a wooden sword, because Geralt all of a sudden decided he didn't want to kill anyone, even though throughout the entire course of Hearts of Stone and the main game probably killed thousands of people and monsters. So that was kind of silly as why we're using a wooden sword all of a sudden. But yeah.
Stop him! He's not to flee!
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So we want a wagon and horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it! Your point. A wagon, then? What kind?
We're not picky. Any old cart, long as it has wheels that roll.
All right, I'll get it done. In exchange, you must release the hostages.
How many?
All of them.
So Eveline left us right away, and I'm kind of curious if anyone else chose, I forget who the other person, was it Casimir? I'm not exactly sure if he would have ran away right when the guards came in. It would have been interesting to see if he would have stayed or not. But I didn't really like the choices that were given to me during the hostage thing. I kind of made the wrong decision. I don't think that Mike Geralt would have killed the hostages or anything. I don't know, I thought it was just kind of a weird situation for Geralt to be in. I don't think he's someone who would take a hostage or, you know, kind of play along with that. And so I kind of made the wrong choice. I should have said, you know, we don't take hostages, but oh well. So Eveline already left us. It's me and the stranger, and I'm not exactly sure where the dwarf is. He's not really doing anything at all. I don't know where he is. I try and take out this guy. I'm not exactly sure why I use Yarden here. I should have just kept on using Ard, which I've really grown accustomed to liking. I used to be like all Igni all the way, and I upgraded it to where you kind of can just hold it down and it'll just keep on shooting out of your hands. But I like Ard for some reason a lot more. I've been using that a lot more in this expansion pack. It's because you're using a wooden sword, Geralt. Get the steel sword out. Doing massive critical damage at 130. 130 damage for critical.
Explosion triggered that fight. Could have done without both.
That explosion gets us in the vault.
There's Eveline.
She's fled. All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come on, more reinforcements arrive.
So this is my first video where I do my commentary after I play. Been kind of busy with people over and stuff in my new apartment, so I haven't really had the opportunity to do my commentary while playing. And so I'm kind of experimenting with commentary after gameplay. I'm not sure if I like it since I recorded a bunch of clips like the rest of the expansion, and it's kind of hard to remember what happened. So I don't know, I may go back to doing live just because it's fresh and it's a little bit more spontaneous.
A mighty fine whoop that was. A wee bit loud, aye, on account I had to add more fulminating silver than usual, but...
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Search the vault for Maximilian's house. This is our current objective. We just beat all those guards. Now I'm looting just a bunch of stuff so I could sell it for a small
Same paintings were on the block. Same paintings were
profit.
on the block.
I bought one of the paintings at the auction, but I don't know. I haven't done anything with it. If anyone knows if you could do anything with it, leave a comment below, because it's just sitting in my inventory. I don't know if I should get rid of it or not.
You don't know who you're fucking with.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
You?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Stone me stupid and slap me happy.
Think you owe us an explanation, Ewald Borsodi. This family reunion, what's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. But it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
This was a kind of a tough decision because I knew the overall goal was to get the house for Olgierd, and so I decided not to meddle in the affairs at first because I figured then I could take them both out. Like they wouldn't like that answer, so I could just kill both of them and get the house for myself. Since that was kind of just the main goal, because I figured if I got with Horst, then he wouldn't get, like, neither one of them would have let me have the house, I kind of figured that I'm gonna have to kill everyone in order to get what I want. And it took me a little while to decide, because I was thinking through this process.
Not about to meddle, especially not in family matters.
Then you'd have done better not to break into my vault. I fear it's too late to turn neutral. Stand with me, and I shall drape you in gold. Stand against me, and you'll remain here forever.
So I don't think Geralt is someone who could be bribed. So I stuck with Ewald, even though he betrayed me and lied kind of the entire time.
Oh, we'll take whatever we please. Once we've ripped your runners from your ass.
Hallowed words, mate. At 'em!
So this fight wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. His guards weren't the toughest. I finally got my real sword back, so I was doing pretty good damage on him. Even though these shield guys give me some trouble.